I want to give you an example of a function in Excel. And this is an example we did today. And so I'm just looking at the two functions that we had, f of x and g of x, and they were x squared minus 3x. And we just used a little hat symbol for an exponent, and g of x was 1 minus 2x. And so one of the questions was to actually sub in a number and then subtract the two functions. And so what we could do is we can set up these functions such that when we take the number that we're subbing in, which we're going to put in there, and in the example we had 5, we can square that and subtract 3 times the star that number as well. And so right now we're going to get 0 because we haven't subbed anything in. And over here we can do 1 minus 2, star symbol is multiplication, times the input. And so now we're getting 1 because we haven't subbed anything in because the y-intercept is 1. If we sub in 5, we actually see the two numbers that we got right away. And so this is f of 5, this is g of 5. And then what we can do then is actually take those two inputs and subtract them. We can do f of x subtract g of x, and the program will do the adding for you, and we get that number that we got, which is 19. And so this is the output. The nice thing about this is what Excel does is if you've programmed the functions in, and so we've programmed a couple functions, which are f of x, g of x, and then the subtraction function. We could change this number. We could change it to 6 and see what it is right away. We could change it to 3 and see what it is right away. We can also change it to -4 and see what the answer is right away. And so it's really interesting because this is how functions work. You put one input in, and all of this work happens behind the scenes, and you get the output out. In our case, we had 5, and we know that we actually did it by hand. We plug it into F, we plug it into G, and we get then we subtract the two answers, and we get 19. But if that's the function that you wanted, you don't care about the 10 and the -9. That all happens behind the scenes. All you care about is the 19, so that when you change the number from 5 to 9, you get 71 almost instantly. And that's an example of a function in Excel. That's how we type functions. We press the equal sign first. We use the hat for exponents, the star for times. We click on the inputs as the cell that we plug it in. And it's a really good thing to try out. Just start using Excel just to practice valuable